Hi everyone, it's Alan Stewart here to help you get a better handle on how to utilize the Stats Centre from the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver to key in on what a property's value may be worth today as compared to when the seller purchased the home. And most homes have sold over the last 10 years, and so the board gives us some great information and tools on how to figure that out. To get to the Stats Centre, we're going to log on to REBGV.ca, or we can also access it through Paragon or other web forms, other places within the Real Estate Board's set of tools. And then right here under Market Information and Statistics, you simply come down to rebgv.statscenter and click on that. It'll take you to the Stats Centre and give you the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver's Home Price Index as a default report. We're going to put in the neighborhood that's relevant to the property that we're interested in, and we're going to drill down to the most specific neighborhood we can get our hands on. So this one, for example, we're going to look at a property in Upper Lonsdale. Another key thing for you to remember is to select the type of property we're looking at. If you use the Home Price Index for all property types, it's going to skew the information. So choose either apartment, townhome, or detached home to make a determination. When we look at the detached market, we can see a bunch of things happen here. First off, you're going to see over here, based on the scale, it's only going to show you the first 3 years by default. We want to change that to the maximum and have a look all the way back in time to 2005. If the property sold before 2005, we don't have information to make this assessment. But based on the Real Estate Board's information after 2005, we can come up with a value today based on what the purchaser or what the seller may have paid for a property. There's a few pieces of information we need to gather, and we're going to do that on a Excel spreadsheet that I'll include a link to in the sales meeting minutes. The three critical pieces of information we need is, one, the purchase price, what they paid for the home. So let's just say they paid $750,000 for this home in Upper Lonsdale in January of 2007. Now we need to go back and determine what the purchase date home price index was, and we do that by simply scrolling over the data till we get back to January 2007, and you can see that the value, the HPI, was $766,200. So we key that in, $766,200. Now we go to the current home price index, the next red column, and we have a look over here at the current home price index, which is 1212900, and we key that in, 1212900. Now the math is pretty simple. All we're going to do is take the current home price index divided by the purchase date's home price index to come up with a ratio, an increase in value based on that index as to what's happened to a particular home as it's made its way through the market in Upper Lonsdale. Given that they paid $750,000 for the home, we could safely assume a purchase price today, or a value today, of $1,187,000 based on the statistics provided by the Real Estate Board. If they had paid $850,000 for that home, today the market would suggest it's worth $1.345 million. Now this is of course based on all things being equal. If they have just maintained the property in the condition in which they bought it. If they made additions or alterations, or if they've upgraded, or if they haven't done anything, you're going to either have to add or detract from that value in order to come up with a current market value. This is by no means an absolutely accurate way to determine market value, but it's based on statistical information from the Real Estate Board, and it should help people come up with a suggestion, or at least a third-party opinion of value that isn't skewed by emotional interest in the property or other things. It's based on what the seller paid for it, and if they paid a reasonable price in the date of purchase, then this would be considered to be a reasonable estimate of value based on the statistics from the Real Estate Board. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, and we'll be happy to go through it with you, and look for that Excel spreadsheet in the upcoming sales meeting minutes.